Hi guys, it's Lana here. Welcome back to Lana Summertime. So today I want to give you a flat tour, apartment tour, house tour, whatever you want to call it, and a little bit of a update, a renovation update, decor update, whatever you want to call it. That is what we're doing today. So get excited. I know you've been waiting a few months for this, and so have I. So let's jump in. Last time you saw it, I was very much in the early stages of decorating. I did not have a lot of furniture. Everything was looking very sparse and it just didn't look very homely yet. I'm definitely realizing that it takes longer than a month or even 6 months to completely furnish a home, but we're definitely getting there, and the way that things are looking are so much better. So let's just talk about it. Okay, so this is just the front door area. Obviously the front door is right here. There's really not a lot to see right here, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys get like a full idea of what's going on in here. So this is the coat rack and shoe shelf, which is a mess. We're not even going to talk about that. And this is the phone for the outdoor gate and everything. I have these little post-it notes everywhere, which are actually just Spanish like flashcard kind of things, because as you know, I'm trying to learn Spanish, so those things around the house just kind of help me a little bit. Then we are heading into my favorite room in the house. This is the open plan living room, kitchen, diner, everything. It's a room that I spend the most time in and all of that. Honestly, I wish that I could give you a tour of this room when the sun was shining, because it would look so beautiful. Like this whole room, it looks so beautiful when the sun is shining through it. But it is the darkest, gloomiest day today. It's actually 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I've got the lights on because it is so gloomy, and that's a real shame. But yeah, let me show you. I want to show you everything. Okay, hang on. Okay, so this is when you first walk in. This is what you can see. And oh my, I did not even set things up ready for a photo. The chair is hanging out. There's a bag on the chair. There's a fan. There's not even plugged in. What am I doing? Let's give you a sweeping view of my kitchen. You can see my little Spanish post-it notes everywhere. Table, dining area, and then my favorite area, the living room. Okay, so this is my living room. There has obviously been a lot of changes in here since you last saw it, so let's get into them. I think almost everything is new except the sofa and the light and the plants. Recently the new things are this rug, which I literally just got a few days ago. It's absolutely perfect for in here. I love the size of it. Really fluffy, really soft. Let me just give it a little like, oh yeah, it's really soft. I love it. Another great thing about this is that I don't always have to get the yoga mat out every time that I want to do some yoga, because it's really soft. It's really like kind of padded underneath. Like last night I wanted to do some nighttime yoga. I literally just put some on the telly and was just following along on the rug. So these are my Desenio prints. So I wanted prints by Desenio for a really long time, and obviously with moving I was like, okay, now's the time to get them. Like I've got a house to furnish. So I actually reached out to Desenio and asked them if they wanted to collaborate, and they said yes. So here we are. This is a little Desenio collaboration. I selected the prints that I wanted to go in here. Absolutely love them. I feel like they really represent me. So the first one is 2 flowers. I love flowers, I love nature, I love all things pretty, so really love that one. So this next one is some foamy seawater splashing against the shore. So I just really love that. It reminds me of when you go down to the shore to dip your toes in, you're leaving footprints along the beach. I just love it. I love the beach, I love the seaside. And also I do live by the seaside as well, so it makes sense to have some seaside decor in this house. Next one is this Solis et Luna. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I just thought it was really beautiful. Love the gold tones for this room. And then this one is giving me European architecture vibes. I don't know what city it's from. Definitely it looks like Italy or Spain. And I've seen a lot of Europe with my sister, so anytime I see something like this, it definitely reminds me of those trips I took with my sister. So it's kind of got a double meaning of why I like it so much. I love the architecture and it reminds me of my trips with my sister. So if you guys want to try out any Desenio prints, then I will leave them linked down below, and you guys can get 30% off with my discount code, which is Lana Summer. But the discount code only lasts for another 2 days, so make sure you do not miss it. Tell all your friends about it. If you were already waiting with Desenio items in your basket, make sure you get them right now, because 30% is huge. Okay, so you guys remember the sofa. So I had the sofa in the first video. It was actually the first piece of furniture that I ever had in this place. It's by a company called SLF24. I think it's called the Explorer sofa. In there is all storage. So I absolutely love that because you can lift that up, storage. And in here it's a really simple like pull out bed. So I'll just So I'll just show you that. It's really easy. It just pulls out and like pushes back in. Really easy. Love it for that. That's the reason I wanted this one, because I just want to have like friends and family stay all the time and stuff like that. I just want people to know that they have somewhere where they can stay. So that's the bed, and in there is where I keep all of the spare bedding, like extra duvets, extra pillows and everything like that. Right here I've got a couple of plants. This is an aloe vera, and honestly I do not know what this one is called. This is a really random place for them. I might have to install a shelf here or something for them to actually live properly, but they're healthy and they're thriving, and I just like talking to them sometimes. My pillows are from a range of places, nowhere special or exciting. I think I got these from Amazon. These ones were literally from the pound shop. These ones were from Wilko. Blanket is from Wilko, and this one is from Primark. So down here I've got some side tables. These are from Labrador, I think. I don't know. But it actually came with a set of 2, so love that. And this one is kind of rattan. Sometimes I will have them out in front of the sofa, but usually they are tucked away at the sides. So, you know, sometimes you can have them out like this if you want to, but I generally keep them down by the side, tucked out of the way, because I'm probably going to be working out in this space, or just, I don't know, doing some craziness in this space. I don't know. And then down behind the sofa just there, I've got a yoga mat, and all of this is like all of my workout stuff. I do keep it there kind of tucked away because it's not like the prettiest thing to look at. However, I do just want it to be easily accessible because I do actually work out kind of like twice a day. So I've got Harry Potter on the telly over there because I'm just really feeling autumn vibes today, what with it being so cloudy outside. What is so autumnal about Harry Potter? Probably all of the Weasleys' hair is very autumnal looking, isn't it, with all the orange tones. This is kind of my TV station. So you might remember in my first flat update video, I was being really stubborn and saying that I didn't want to have a TV. I was just kind of like saying that I wanted my living room to be a conversational area. Well, I finally caved. I got the TV, I got the TV unit, I did all of that, and I've been loving it, honestly. So I usually just sit here of an evening watching Love Island, and I spend a lot of time watching Disney. So lately I've watched Raya and the Last Dragon, Luca, and I've been obsessed with The Bug's Life lately. Like, I love A Bug's Life. So my TV unit, I believe, is from Wayfair. It was just everything that I wanted in a TV unit. I think it really suits the somewhat Scandi style of my living room. I got a really good bargain with this in the end because there was actually something that was broken inside. So I called them up and I said there's something broken, and I guess they didn't actually want to return it because it actually cost a bit of money, like with manpower and logistics, to actually come and collect the item. So instead of returning it, they said, would you accept a 25% discount? And I said, okay, because it wasn't even like a serious thing that was broken. It was just like something inside. Got a few little plants and things here. So this is my little dude, my little llama. I don't really know how well they suit being here, but I like it. And there's my little giraffe. My sister got me a giraffe to go with the llama. I've got a little Yankee candle here. So I burn like a lot of candles and incense and things when I'm doing yoga down here. This is a shell that I picked up from the beach, which I think is really pretty. This is actually a tea light holder, like a tea light candle holder, but I've recently been using it for my Palo Santo sticks. So these are kind of like big incense sticks. You light them on fire, you let them smoke, and they release lots of good energy into the room. Like, I personally feel like they do. So I basically pick up one of these and I light it, and I sometimes walk around the house asking for things like peace and tranquility and good vibes for my house. I just feel like they're really relaxing. They smell amazing, and I pick those up when I go to the little eco market that's near my house. And like when I'm doing a really deep yoga session, like maybe a yin, I'll have like loads of candles lined up here, and I'll have my incense burning, and it's just lovely. Coming over to this side, I literally just pulled out my YouTube plaque for this video because until now this has kind of been hiding in my office room. Like, I never found the right place to put it. But as you can see, this has been presented to Lana Summer for passing 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I just want to keep this with me like more often. Like, I just want to have it somewhere where I can see it instead of just being locked away, because it's a great reminder to kind of stay humble and really think to yourself, do you remember when where you are now is where you always wanted to be? And now look, like now I'm nearly at 400,000 subscribers. I live in my own house, I have my own business, and yet somehow you still sort of walk away from it thinking that you haven't achieved achieved anything. It's very easy to forget how much you have achieved already. So I just want to keep that there, just like a little reminder, you know. Anyway, that was a really long-winded way of saying that, like, I'm really happy that I had 100,000 subscribers and I'm really happy with where I am. This little chest right here, it's actually not stable because it's sitting on the rug right there. So this little chest I actually picked up from a charity shop in my town. I saw it in the window, went straight in. I was like, is that for sale? Can I have it, please? Carried it home in a shopping bag. It's actually not as heavy as it looks. This, by the way, is a basil plant. Like, I don't think you're really supposed to have basil plants as like indoor foliage. It was living in the kitchen on the countertops near the sink, and I think, honestly, I think it got a bit sad and droopy because there's not a lot of sunlight over there. So just my theory, I'm thinking maybe it wants more sunlight, so I'm putting it by the window. Like, don't judge me for having a basil plant just casually living in my house. So let's open this up. This is a mess. Why am I even showing you in here? Basically, I've got all sorts of crafts. I've got like coloured felt tip pens. I've got acrylic paints because I love painting. This is basically my crafts box, I suppose. Sadly, haven't been able to use it as much as I would like to, but that is what it is. That is what it is. This is the doormat for the outside because that's how you get outside right there. And it says aloha because I love Hawaii. Hawaii is one of my favourite places to visit. The funny thing, when my sister came, her name is Aisha, like AISHA, and everyone thought that this rug said Aisha. They were like, why do you have a rug with Aisha written on it? It says aloha. Okay, so another thing that we need to talk about is the curtains. Like, curtains are no joke. They make such a huge difference to the room, and they're actually really hard to put up, and I can tell you all about that. Hi guys, so I'm so nervous because today is the day where I have finally decided to drill. I'm gonna be drilling all by myself. There's no one else in the house right now, so if something goes wrong, you guys are gonna have to be the ones to save me. Oh, I don't know, I'm like kind of scared. Like, I'm having to hype myself up. Like, I've had the equipment that I've needed for a couple of days now and I still haven't done it because I'm just genuinely nervous. But I need to get these curtains up. I'm gonna be filming like a updated flat tour, so I need to have the curtains up. Otherwise you guys are just gonna be thinking like, what the hell has she been doing with her life? Why does she still not have curtains up? So I have this little gadget, and this is a scanner. What was it called? A stud finder. So this will find studs in the wall, and studs in the wall are basically when there's like wood or metal in the wall, I think. Oh my gosh, what is it doing? And then another great thing is like it tells you where electricity is, which you clearly need to know. We're above the plugs right there, and that's why it's kind of beeping like crazy. So that's a fun little tool. I have just been out to get some more raw plugs because the ones I was using before were the wrong side. A bit less scared of the drill now. Hammer this in to the wall. Oh my gosh, guys, I think I actually did something. Would you look at what I just did? I did that, and that is secure, let me tell you. And it's never falling out the wall, the curtains are never falling down. That is secure, that is locked in. I did it, I used power tools, I used a drill.
A few moments later.
Guys, I literally beg you, if you have to do drilling, get someone who knows what they're doing, because look at what I have done in the wall behind me. Like, I'm just saying, like, to be fair, some of those holes were already there, but I made a lot of those holes as well. And I'm just gonna patch over them now with some like poly filler stuff. Oh, what a nightmare this has been. Out the back is my garden. There's really nothing to show you the garden right now. I have done a lot of work on it since I very first moved in, but it's very much a very basic garden right now. Like, nothing special has been done. It has not been landscaped. There ain't nothing special going on. So I do hope to be getting this whole area patioed right to the end so that I can have more of a sit down furniture set, and we're going to be improving. I say we, it's literally just me. We're going to have a sit down set and a dining set, and then towards the other end of the garden there's going to be more just grass and plants and lots of places for bumblebees to come and get some pollen. and I don't know, it's like all sorts of stuff going down that end. But we're really not going to focus on the garden today because there ain't nothing special going on over there. So when I was vlogging last time, I think my fridge was brand new, so I just want to show you what's going on here now. This is my darling angel doggy. She actually passed away a couple of years ago. Her name was Sky. She was a border collie, smartest dog in the entire world. Absolutely love her to bits. This is a little Hawaii thing from when I was in Hawaii. Little turtle. My niece, that's me, and that's my mum. That's my nephew Hudson, my brother-in-law Jordan, my sister Aisha, my mum and me. And my niece actually took this photo and she was really proud of herself, and I was really proud of her because I thought this was a really good photo for a 4-year-old to take on a Polaroid who's literally never seen a Polaroid camera before. This is me and my best friends Marie and Tracy from our final year prom. We were 16 years old, and you know, classic Essex prom style. We've got our little tiaras, we've got our huge poofy prom dresses up. So that's me, my teddy bear, my younger sister, my older sister. The 90210 magnet, I think my younger sister got me when she went on her first sort of road trip around America. This is me and my younger sister on a Halloween party. This is some paintings that me and my sister did one day when we were here. And you may have also noticed that there's a horseshoe here as well. So there is a reason for that. Basically, when I was a kid, I was absolutely obsessed with horses, and not gonna lie, I think that the obsession is coming back a little bit, and Instagram has noticed because now my explore page is filled with horses. So the obsession is coming back. My family knew this, so they got me a horseshoe, which is obviously for good luck. And I kept it for always. I've always said that I was a lucky person, and I kind of feel a little bit connected to this horseshoe. I feel like whenever this is around me, life is good. I'm getting good luck, I'm attracting opportunities. It says BTS, you can't stop me loving myself. Why did I read it like that? It's supposed to be, you can't stop me loving myself, from the song Idol by BTS, and I love that line. Darling, no one can stop me loving myself. Now we're in my kitchen. Those of you that remember will know that I actually renovated this myself. I don't know if I would call it a renovation, more of just like a little patchy DIY. So yeah, I really liked this kind of modern farmhouse kind of style, so that's what I've gone with. This is my tower set, which I absolutely love. I did speak about this a lot in my first video, so I won't go into it too much, but basically this is all from Tower Housewares. They kind of gifted it to me. The obsession started with a kettle, which I saw in a shop one day. I absolutely fell in love with it. I love it because it's got a little timer on it, which is so cute. It will take a while, but this will go, oh, here we go, it's going. Oh, hello. You get the point. So the thermometer actually does measure the temperature of the water. It actually works. It's really cool. And then there's my toaster. So I did get one with 4 slices of toast, just in case, you know, I'm feeding the 500 one day, feeding an army in the morning, and just really want to make lots and lots of toast. It's not like I live on my own or anything. So it's been brought to my attention that this is a very English setup to have a kettle and a toaster. Let me know, because I do have a lot of American followers. Let me know, is it common to have a toaster and a kettle? Like, is that a normal thing? Like, every single home in the UK has a kettle. Like, that's not even a question, it's a fact. Like, it's one of the first things you buy is a kettle. So it honestly baffled me when I realized, like, when I found out that a lot of Americans don't have kettles. Oh, and then I have these 2 mugs. So these 2 mugs I actually bought from a charity shop. You may have noticed I love buying stuff from charity shops. These 2 were an absolute steal because I think the pair of them together was like $1.50, so it was like 2 for $1.50. So it's really good. And this is just where I keep some coffee supplies. I'm not that big on coffee, so I don't really splash out. I don't have a coffee maker. I wouldn't even have room for a coffee maker, actually. This is a random instant coffee from Lidl. Like I said, I'm really not like a big coffee geek, so I wouldn't even know if that's good or bad. Got some brown sugar and then some iced coffee sachets. Shakers from my mummy. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the bedroom. There is another room right there, but it's literally the room where everything is just being thrown at the moment because it takes a long time to sort a house out, and everything is sort of just ending up in that room at the moment. I don't know whether to turn the light on or not. Anyway, this is my bedroom. This is actually where I end up filming a lot of the time, even though I do have a dedicated room for filming. That's a whole thing. It's very simple in here. It's very basic in my opinion, but in kind of a good way. There's just not a lot of clutter, which is how I like it. Like, there are things that I could take away from this bedroom which would make it look so much more grown up. Like, I could take RJ away, Don't want to. Could take my teddy away. Don't want to. I mean, look at her. Do you know what? I feel bad even putting her here because honestly, she was sitting up here and I took her out of the way because I thought it looked weird. But do you know what? That's her house. That's where she lives. She's the queen of the bed. She always has been. Look at her. Absolute darling. Her name is Teddy. She's 24 years old, so probably older than a lot of people watching. So we don't really have any right to tell her to get out of the bed, do we? More Spanish post-it notes. This one just telling me how to wake up. This mirror doesn't usually live here, but it was on the floor, so I just put it there. I do keep my phone charger there. Right here is just one of my handbags that I use all the time and a couple of my makeup bags because I have found myself actually just sitting here on the floor doing my makeup. Sometimes I just stand here and do a little like twerk. So I have my bed, which is in a kind of divan style. This is the Mom bed by IKEA. So this is not the original wood tone. I got it in an oak veneer originally, but when it came it was a lot darker than I thought it was going to be and a lot more rich and a lot more red toned, which I really didn't like. So I ended up actually vinyling it to something that kind of resembled driftwood a bit more, much more neutral, paler wooden tone, which I really like. And I definitely think it goes with that seaside theme of this house a bit more. So above that, I decided to mount 3 more prints from Desenio. So the first print is these intertwining hands, and I just think it's a really delicate take on something quite intimate. So that's kind of why I wanted it for the bedroom, you know. I think it looks quite romantic without looking too crude. And then the big print is probably my most favorite one from Desenio that I have. So this looks quite abstract from first glance, but to me it seems quite obvious that it's the sun either rising or setting across a bay at the beach, and you've got the cliffs there and you've got the sand and the sea, and everything looks so peaceful and so serene. I just love it, and it brings so much peace to my heart and soul, so I really wanted it for this room. And then the last one is Abstract Figures number 1. I think this is a really popular print. I've seen a lot of people with this one. I just love the confidence that this person seems to be exuding. Like, it's literally just a line, but to me she's a sassy queen and I absolutely love her, and you know, she's an icon to me. Like, she's literally sitting there so unbothered. Her pose is just like, this is me. What about it, you know? And I just want to be her. Okay, so that's why she's sitting there right above my bed. Hopefully her confidence will seep into my head while I'm dreaming. And yeah, that's that. My wardrobe, I think, is by onbuy.com. I found onbuy to be really great for finding dupes of more expensive products on other websites. My clothes are pretty much jam-packed into here at the moment. I definitely need to come up with a more organized way of storing my clothes. Like, these are not color coordinated or even style. Like, we've got a cardigan, then jeans, then trousers, then a top, and then a Hawaiian dress, and then I don't even know. That doesn't make me happy at all. Don't like it. So that's the ensuite bathroom, and that's the way out into the hallway. I have curtains in this bedroom right now. Same story again. Absolute mission to try and get these curtains hung up. So happy that I did though. Absolutely love them. I just really think that they help finish things off and give it more of a hotel vibe. Like, I almost feel like I'm on holiday when I'm in my own house, which is so insane, but it's so lovely. I wanted these double curtain rods. These curtain rods are by IKEA. I did mention that these are blackout blinds, and that's great because I ended up moving the projector out of the living room into the bedroom. So if for any reason I decide that I don't want to watch TV in the living room and I just want to have a duvet day in bed, then I can, and I can bring the projector in here and it'll be so cozy and so lovely. This is my little lamp. It's my night light, and it's also an alarm clock. I love it because it means that I don't need to rely on my phone to wake me up in the morning, so I don't need to go onto my phone as soon as I wake up because I hate doing that. So this will wake me up either by just getting brighter, or it will start with bird song or something like that, which is a much more peaceful way of waking up. So this is my bedside cabinet. This is not usually in here. I just shoved it in there because of the video. But basically my bonnet, my eye mask, there's earplugs in here, jewellery, my nighttime glasses. They're like blue filter glasses. I've got a pair of headphones in there. I don't really know why they're in there because I never use them. But yeah, just really random mix of stuff in here. So my teddy, like I mentioned, she actually has a zip in the back, which is really broken. I'm planning to like fix everything, but there's actually like more bonnets and stuff inside here. I have so many bonnets. I actually should just have a clear out of them because there's actually no reason for me to have that many. For my stage in life, this is kind of my dream home, so I'm really happy with it. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please thumbs it up if you did. Also, have an amazing day today because you deserve it. You are a queen, you are a good person, and I believe in you. And I just want to thank you so much for watching this video right through the end, baby girl. So as you can tell, I'm in a really good mood, so I'm gonna go off and edit this video so I can get it posted for you right away. Yeah, thumbs up, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and get me on Instagram for a little bit more of some good vibes. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.